The Big Summary Simplified. PIW CWG is a way of explaining how the universe builds patterns, how it keeps them for a while, and how it slowly changes them into new patterns. Everything in the universe, from stars to cells to your own thoughts, follows these rules. PIW stands for Persistence Information Weave. Sometimes we also call it Persistent Informational Weave Inheritance. When you see PIW, you can read it as the letters PIW. CWG stands for Carroll Wells Gradient. When you see CWG, you can read it as the letters CWG. What you will learn. In this book, you will learn why some things last and others do not, why the universe makes structure instead of staying empty, why gravity makes wells that hold planets and stars, why black holes are the deepest wells we know, why galaxies have shapes, why life builds memories, how even chaos can hide order inside it. Most important of all, you will learn that you are part of the same pattern-building universe as stars, galaxies, and black holes. Why you can understand this. You do not need to be a scientist yet to understand these ideas. You only need curiosity, imagination, and a little patience. The universe is complicated, but the stories under it are simple and beautiful. Let us explore them together. 1. The big idea, persistence. If you watch the world closely, you notice something. Some things fall apart very quickly. Some things last a long time. Some things seem to last almost forever. The word we use for this is persistence. Persistence means something stays around long enough to matter. It does not mean it lasts forever. It does not mean it never changes. It only means it stays long enough to leave a mark or make a difference. Examples. A soap bubble lasts a few seconds. A snowflake lasts a few minutes. A tree can last for years. A mountain can last for millions of years. A star can last for billions of years. A black hole may last for trillions of years or more. Persistence comes in levels. Persistence in everyday life. A sandcastle on the beach lasts until the waves wash it away. A video game score lasts until you turn the console off. A memory in your brain lasts because your neurons strengthen their connections. Persistence is everywhere, big and small. Persistence in the universe. The universe builds structure using persistence. Gravity keeps planets in orbit. That is persistence. Atoms stay together. That is persistence. Galaxies hold their shape. That is persistence. DNA carries information from parents to children. That is persistence again. The universe is full of things that try to stay together while everything else is changing. Without persistence, stars could not form, planets could not stay together, life could not evolve, memories could not be stored, nothing interesting would exist. Persistence is what makes the universe more than random noise. G version of persistence. In the PIW-CWG picture, persistence is one of the basic skills of the universe. It is how the universe holds patterns long enough for new patterns to grow on top. Without persistence, everything would fall apart at once. There would be no galaxies, no atoms, no life, and no you. 2. Gradients and wells. Have you watched water roll down a hill, or warm air move into a cold room, or a ball roll to the lowest spot on the ground? All of these happen because of something called a gradient. A gradient is a slope that things naturally move along. Sometimes it is a slope of height, sometimes of temperature, pressure, or even information. You can think of a gradient as a difference that wants to even itself out. Heat moves from hot to cold. Air moves from high pressure to low pressure. Water moves from high ground to low ground. Gradients guide how things change. The universe is full of gradients. Gravity makes slopes in space-time. Electric charge makes slopes that electrons follow. Light spreads out along energy gradients. Life uses chemical gradients to stay alive. Gradients are like invisible roads. Wells. Now think about wells, not water wells, but wells in space-time. A well is a deep spot where things gather. You can imagine a giant trampoline. A tennis ball makes a small dip. A bowling ball makes a bigger dip. A car would make a very deep dip. If you place a marble on the trampoline, it rolls toward the dip. That dip is a well. In space, large objects bend spacetime and make wells. Planets, stars, black holes, galaxies, all of them bend spacetime around them. This bending creates wells that guide how things move. The moon orbits Earth. Earth orbits the sun. Stars orbit the center of our galaxy. Galaxies gather into clusters. Everything follows the curves and dips made by these wells. Deeper objects make deeper wells. Planets make small wells. Stars make deeper wells. Black holes make the deepest wells we know. If you could see these wells with your eyes, space would look like a landscape full of hills and valleys. CWG version of gradients and wells. In PIW CWG, the universe is full of gradients and wells. Gradients show where things tend to move. Wells show where things tend to stay. Wherever you find something that lasts, you find a well around it. A star makes a well for planets. A galaxy makes a well for stars. A cell makes chemical wells that keep it alive. A brain makes information wells that store memories. A black hole makes a huge well that stores cosmic events. Wells are the universe telling matter and energy to stay a little longer. 3. The operator, rules for change. So far we have talked about persistence, gradients, and wells. These are pieces of something bigger. Behind them all, the universe seems to follow rules for how things change. In science, we call these rules operators. An operator is a rule that takes something and tells it how to change. In a video game, press a button and your character jumps. Tilt the joystick and your character turns. In the universe, energy spreads, gravity curves space-time. Light follows the fastest path. Heat moves from hot to cold. Without these invisible rules, planets would not orbit, stars would not shine, atoms would not hold together, and life could not organize itself. The persistence operator, PIW CWG, says that patterns in the universe grow, change, and survive because a special kind of persistence operator is always at work. You can think of it as a simple rule that the universe uses again and again to build and protect patterns. This operator helps explain why some things last longer than others, why wells form around stars and galaxies, why energy flows along gradients, why structure grows step by step, why memories can stay in brains, why black holes can store information. It is not magic and it is not a machine. It is a rule written into the way reality behaves. 4. How the universe builds patterns. The universe likes to build things in steps. Nothing appears fully formed. Everything grows from something simpler. We see this everywhere. Trees grow from seeds. Snowflakes form from tiny crystals. People grow from a single cell. Stars are born from clouds of gas. There is a ladder of structure. Energy becomes particles. Particles form atoms. Atoms join into molecules. Molecules group into cells. Cells build organs. Organs form brains. Brains make ideas, memories, and stories. Why does the universe not stay simple and smooth? Because gradients create flows. Flows move matter. Matter collects in wells, and wells protect patterns while they grow. Where there is enough time and order, the universe stacks simple things into more complex ones. PI'd. Persistence holds patterns long enough to stack. Gradients guide what comes next. Wells protect patterns while they form. The operator keeps the whole process running. This is why stars form instead of drifting apart, why galaxies shape themselves, why planets keep orbits, why life organizes energy, and why brains store memories. 5. Entropy and why nothing stays perfect. Rooms get messy, ice melts, batteries run down, hot drinks cool. These everyday things happen because of a rule called entropy. Entropy is what happens when things spread out and become harder to organize. Heat spreads, gas spreads, mess spreads, energy spreads. There are many more ways for things to be messy than to be perfectly ordered. That is why messy states are more common. But the universe still builds structure, like galaxies, stars, planets, life, and brains. How is that possible? Because these pockets of order send entropy somewhere else as they grow. A star looks organized, but it sends a huge amount of heat and light into space. That extra spread of energy pays for the star's order. PIW-CWG does not fight entropy, it works with it. Persistence gives patterns time to grow. Gradients guide energy from high to low. Wells trap matter long enough to organize. The operator turns simple flows into lasting structure. The total entropy of the universe still increases, but local order can grow. 6. The pulse, the universe breathing. Many things move in cycles. Your heartbeat, your breathing, tides in the ocean, day and night, seasons. The universe may do something like this too. It may have a gentle pulse, a stretch and settle rhythm across very long times. You can imagine the universe taking a long, deep breath. In the stretch part, space expands, galaxies drift apart, and energy spreads. In the settle part, gravity gathers matter, wells deepen, and new structures appear. In PIW-CWG, the pulse helps explain why structure appears at certain times, why some regions grow faster, and why deep wells might form early in cosmic history. The pulse fits with persistence, gradients, wells, and the operator. It is like a slow tempo, and everything in the universe dances to it. Cosmic memory. When you think of a memory, you may picture something in your brain, but the universe also has a kind of memory. It does not think, but it keeps records. Cosmic memory means that whenever something happens, some part of the universe keeps a trace. These traces can be mark, pattern, a shape, a leftover signal, a change in a field or in matter. Examples: footprints in sand, tree rings showing age and seasons, fossils showing ancient life, craters on the moon showing old impacts, starlight carrying the history of galaxies, ripples in space-time from colliding black holes, DNA storing the story of your ancestors, layers in rocks telling Earth's past. All of these are memories. In PIW-CWG, memory is not extra, it's one of the main features of the universe. Persistence lets patterns survive long enough to store memory. Wells hold the memory. Gradients shape how memory is written and read. The operator uses past patterns to build new ones. Your own brain uses tiny chemical and electrical gradients to store and recall experiences. You are a moving bundle of cosmic memory. 8. Black holes, the deepest wells. Black holes are the deepest wells we know in space-time. A black hole is a place where gravity is so strong that light cannot escape. Time slows down near it, and space bends inward. It is not empty. It is a huge amount of matter squeezed into a tiny space. The event horizon is the point of no return. Once something crosses this invisible boundary, it cannot come back out. From outside, the information about what fell in is not simply lost. It is stored in the properties of the black hole, such as its surface area, its gravity, its spin, and its radiation. Black holes act like information machines. They are cosmic vaults that keep the story of everything that falls in. The story is compressed and stored at the edge. Every large galaxy has a supermassive black hole at its center. Instead of only destroying things, these giants help shape their galaxies. They guide gas flows, help stars form, and act like anchors for the whole system. In PIW-CWG, black holes are ultimate persistence wells. They store information longer than almost anything else, shape gradients around galaxies, and slowly release their stories through radiation over long times. 9 galaxies, cities of stars. A galaxy is like a city made of stars. It is a huge collection of stars, planets, gas, dust, dark matter, and a supermassive black hole, all held together by gravity. Our own galaxy, the Milky Way, is so large that light takes about 100,000 years to cross it. Many galaxies are flat spinning disks. When a big cloud of gas collapses and spins, it flattens out, much like pizza dough when you spin it. Stars form in this spinning disk. In a galaxy, the whole galaxy is one large well. The black hole is a deeper well in the center. Stars make smaller wells. Planets make even smaller wells. This is like bowls inside bowls or wells inside wells. PIW-CWG sees galaxies as layered persistence wells, each helping the next layer hold together. Galaxies are pattern factories. They turn simple gas and dark matter into stars, planets, heavy elements, chemistry, and finally life and observers. You live inside one of these giant structures. 10. Life, the universe learning. Life is one of the most amazing patterns in the universe. Stars shine and galaxies spin, but life does something new. Life learns, remembers, and changes on purpose. Life uses energy, grows, responds to its surroundings, repairs itself, holds information, and copies that information. DNA is a memory book of instructions. Cells read these instructions. Brains store experiences. Families and cultures pass knowledge across generations. Life uses gradients everywhere. Temperature gradients, electrical gradients, chemical gradients, pressure gradients. Your brain works by moving tiny electrical signals along gradients. Your heartbeat, your breathing, and your thoughts all depend on controlled flows. Life creates its own small wells, not gravity wells, but chemical and energy wells inside cells and organs. In this way, life is full of organized dips, flows, and structures. In PIW CWG, life is the best example of the universe's rules in action. Persistence keeps your body and memories. Gradients power your cells and thoughts. Wells organize your chemistry. The operator helps simple ingredients become complex creatures. Life is not separate from the universe. It is one of the ways the universe organizes itself. 11. You are part of the gradient. You are not outside the universe looking in. You are inside it, made from it, and shaped by the same rules. Every atom in your body was made in stars long before Earth formed. When those stars exploded, they sent their atoms into space. Much later, those atoms became you. You are made of stardust. You live inside Earth's gravity well. You feel it when you walk or jump. Your whole life takes place inside this well. Your brain uses gradients all the time. Every thought is powered by tiny electrical differences that move through your neurons. Your cells persist. Your memories persist. Your personality persists. You are a pattern that the universe spent billions of years building. You also create your own kinds of wells, not gravity wells, but wells of influence and meaning through your friendships, your habits, your skills, and your ideas. You move through gradients, you depend on persistence, and you help build new patterns. You are part of the cosmic gradient. To what PIW-CWG is not. PIW-CWG is a way of thinking about patterns, persistence, and structure, but it stays inside science. It is not magic. It does not break physics, chemistry, gravity, or thermodynamics. It only uses things scientists already know, like energy, matter, space-time, information, gradients, gravity, and memory in physical systems. It does not replace physics. It builds on general relativity, quantum mechanics, thermodynamics, information theory, cosmology, and biology. It is like using a new map for the same world. It does not say science is wrong. It does not claim that current theories are useless. Instead, it suggests that persistence and gradients might be a simple way to connect what we already know. It is not a religion or belief system. It does not tell you how to live or what is right or wrong. It does not claim to explain the meaning of life. It is a way to think about patterns and to ask good questions. It does not claim to answer everything. It does not explain why the universe exists, what came before the Big Bang, or what consciousness truly is. It is a tool, not a final answer. Like all science, PIW-CWG can change and improve as new ideas and evidence appear. What PIWG tries to answer? PIW-CWG tries to give simple answers to big pattern questions such as, why do some things last longer than others? Why does the universe make structure instead of staying smooth? Why do deep wells like supermassive black holes seem to form so early? Why does information survive in places like black holes and DNA? Why does the universe feel layered, from atoms to galaxies to life? Why does complexity grow without breaking the laws of physics? The short answer it gives is this. Complexity appears where persistence and gradients work together to hold patterns long enough for the next layer to form. 14. Persistence horizons. Many structures in the universe have invisible edges that hold them together. These edges are called horizons. Inside the edge, things stay part of the structure. Outside the edge, things drift away. Black holes have sharp horizons called event horizons, the strongest boundaries we know. Galaxies sit inside dark matter halos, softer but still real horizons. Planets have regions where their gravity wins over the star's gravity, which lets moons stay in orbit. In early times, the universe also had horizons. Sound could only travel a certain distance in the hot early universe. That distance acted like a horizon and left marks we can still see in the cosmic microwave background. In PIW CWG, horizons are common. Wherever there is a well, there is a region around it that acts like a persistence horizon. These horizons help galaxies stay galaxies, stars stay stars, planets keep moons, black holes keep their deep wells. Horizons help the universe stay organized. 15. A final story, the universe that remembers. Imagine you are standing in a quiet field at night. The air is cool, the ground is still. Above you, the sky glows with thousands of stars. Far above, a thin ripple of light passes by. It began its journey in a distant galaxy billions of years ago. It has been traveling your whole life, and the universe never forgot to carry it. That is cosmic memory. Somewhere a new star is being born from a cloud of gas. Gradients guide the gas, a well holds it together, the star will shine for a very long time. Inside that star, new atoms will form, maybe the atoms that will one day become part of someone like you. That is cosmic persistence. Somewhere else, a black hole swallows a star. The star vanishes from view, but its story is written on the surface of the black hole and in the waves and light that spread outward. Nothing is simply erased. It is changed and stored. That is deep memory. Now think about yourself. Your heart beats in a steady rhythm. You breathe in and out. Your thoughts move like waves in your brain. Your memories sit in patterns that your brain can return to again and again. You are built from persistence, gradients, wells, memory. The same rules that build galaxies build you. When you learn, help someone, create something, or teach another person, you are making new patterns inside the universe's larger patterns. Your actions leave traces. Your memories shape your future. Your story becomes part of the universe's story. Some people look at the universe and see emptiness. You now know it is full of structure, memory, and growth. Whenever you look up at the sky, remember, you are made of the same atoms as the stars. You live inside Earth's gentle gravity well. Your thoughts follow gradients. Your memories form in persistent patterns. Your body carries the history of the universe. Your choices shape the small part of the universe around you. You are part of the cosmic gradient. You are part of the persistent cycle. You are part of the universe that remembers. The universe builds patterns, and you are one of them.